Hi, I'm Mike McCormick, live from GBTA Studios here in Toronto, and I'm here with Aymeric Mignot from CorpoBids. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
So very interesting. You're really focusing now on the meetings industry, meetings sector. Before we talk about your company, talk about what are the trends you're seeing now in the meeting industry.
You see, when I came to meet GBTA, I've noticed that there's a lot more technology than before. A lot more technologies have come to the floor, and what I do see now is conversion of technology. We do see a lot of car rental, we do see a lot of agencies, we see a lot of technologies being brought together collaboratively to create a better service for the traveler, for the planners, for the attendees of each meeting. And I do feel like there's a big change coming up, collaborating collectively, because everybody has a good technology to bring in this travel industry.
Well, and to your point about that, the investment's there because we've now had some years, sustained years of profitability and growth and success in the industry. It makes sense, right? That everybody's really focused on the customer and trying to figure out, what's the next proposition.
Absolutely, absolutely, right? And then the customer is becoming more savvy as well.
Yes, so, very much so. Yes.
So as the customer is savvy and becomes more technologically savvy, then we need to provide them the solutions that they need.
Well, speaking of that, tell me about your solution.
Okay, so CorpoBids was founded typically for the meetings and events. We have an RFP process, easy for meeting planners, that provides instant prices directly for meeting planners. The hotels receive a submission for a group of 10 people and more. The hotel executives respond live, directly to the client. And the transparent bidding process is what makes us different than others, because the transparent bidding process allows hotels to negotiate live directly with the clients. Okay. And the clients get the savings and instant access to the rates. So that created a lot of savings, almost 52% for certain clients, and a lot more efficiency for meeting planners. 12 hours, say, for each meeting. You would agree it's quite a lot.
It is a lot. Well, and I know from being in the industry, quite a long time, that process is a huge pain point for both the hoteliers and the buyers. I mean, they share in that frustration about the process. So
absolutely, yeah. And the process is still engaged with different proposals being sent back and forth. And the procurement leaders coming to GBTA have really had this demand for a while. To actually integrate all the spend and have a visibility on all the spend that goes on. And meetings and events is definitely one part of the spend, almost 43% I've seen in one of the conferences. 43% of the total spend is meetings and events, but it's unaccounted for. Yes. So we really want to service also the procurement leaders of today to give them this data and give them more buying power and more consolidation of their reports.
Well, and what we're seeing is a shift, or like the pendulum kind of swinging, where the travel buyers who focus on the transient travel, more and more now are seeing the responsibility come back now for meetings because of that very issue, right? They companies want to be more strategic about how they look at it. They're seeing it as opportunity to not to interfere with the success of the event, but how do they get it under the umbrella for smarter buying and smarter procurement?
Absolutely, right? Yeah. And coming back to the attendee becoming so savvy, there's alternate housing methods, there's a lot of different opportunities for themselves to attend a meeting, and the travel agencies have done a terrific job providing the best options for their clients, and we service travel agencies quite well in that respect because we really want to provide all these rates instantaneously, save a lot of time, save a lot of money, right, and make sure that the experience at the bottom is prime for everybody.
Right, and enable everyone in the process to communicate better, work better, right?
To flourish, to expand on the services they provide, to expand on the on-site experience, and this is really what's important in the end for everybody.
So tell me what's ahead, like in the year ahead, what's on the priority list for you?
So we just announced our Priceline partnership. So we've got a lot of, all the rates of over 4,500 hotels around the world are currently already uploaded on CorpoBids. We've got GDS activity that's coming up in the pipeline also. We're working with different disruptive technologies to have 3D view of the meeting rooms so that you can visit the meeting before you even start booking. We have different live access. Some hotels have opted in to give us instant rates, pre-bookable for packaging, which is great. Right. Because what they really want is to be the first to actually submit a rate and have a rate that's bookable instantaneously. That's actually going to be a true revolution in the industry when groups can be bookable with just one click of a button.
And do it dynamically.
Exactly.
Right? Very good. Well, thank you for joining us here in the studio. Good luck with the success of your company moving forward. Very exciting.
Thank you so much.
I'm Mike McCormick, live from GBTA Studios here in Toronto.